All right, everybody, how is it going? Let's see, Goldie in chat. Can you find Kingler in the wild? I don't actually know. I just know you can find Krabby. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's had a good Friday. I hope people have exciting plans for the weekend. Yeah, so today we're going to be hunting for Krabby in Let's Go Pikachu. So we're going to go ahead and head out of the cave. Last stream we did in Let's Go, we went for Clefairy. We found it right at the end of the stream. I was going to try to keep that catch combo, because, you know, I haven't touched my Switch since last Friday's stream. However, apparently the cartridge got, like, ejected somehow or something. Like, it got an error saying, like, oh, can't play game, cartridge was removed or something. Fortunately, you know, I saved like crazy, so, like, there was no issue with that. But there was but we did lose our combo, so it's not like we lost the shiny, but we did lose the boost from that combo we had. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well today. So now we just gotta get out of the cave here, which I'm struggling with. Hey, Silver Beldum, what's going on? What should we evolve your EV into for your Wonderlock? Good question. I don't know. I'm never good at like giving suggestions for these things. I don't know, because I guess it kind of depends on what like other typings you have right now and stuff like that. Right? Like you're gonna need like I feel like Eevee just gives you a good way to cover some typings, right? Like if you realize you have like a hole at in one part of your team, like you can fill that with an evolution that fits the type. All right, I need to double check what route Krabby is on. I looked this up. I figured out where I was gonna hunt it, but I 100% have forgotten since I had to finish up work. Hey, how's it going, gamers? Welcome to the stream, Kreb. Indeed. I feel like it would drive people crazy. Mostly it would drive me crazy, otherwise I would totally meme it and just play Crab Rave on repeat for the entire stream. Route 10, okay. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna see if we find him on this side of Route 10. Alright, I have a feeling we're gonna have to go up to the top. Yeah, we're just gonna have to fly up to the top of the route. It's been so long since I played Kanto, or especially like Let's Go Kanto. I haven't like actually like playing and going around to places that I haven't been shiny hunting on. I'm just goofing real hard at figuring out where I need to be on routes. Okay, there we go. For a second I was like, hold on. So I thought the hole was out the back. I was like, did they patch it? That sounds like something that is very bad for me. You got a level 30 Lanoon. Nice! But only have one badge? Oh no, so you can't use it. Oh, I gotta use cut. Duh. It doesn't stay cut. So we're finally on our way to Route 10. Hopefully no more goofs on my part on the way there. Alright, there we go. And there's a Krabby. Nice! So yeah, it's gonna take us a bit here to build up a combo, to increase our chances of catching it, all that good stuff. It's gonna take us a few minutes to get that going. Krabby, yes. I am also okay with it fleeing, especially right now. Like, there's no reason for me to run away from it. Yeah, like, there's just straight up no reason for me to run away from Krabby at the moment, since, like, there's no combo to break. What I should probably be doing is, using using the Pokeballs I wouldn't ever use to catch the shiny. I should be using those. Increase our odds of catching it a little bit here, but oh well. Oh well. This works fine for me. I'm also gonna put Venusaur away. It was cool having Venusaur out, but it doesn't really work for us here. He takes up a lot of space on the screen. Alright, so we could theoretically get more Nidoran shinies. I don't need those. I don't need Fearow either, so like, if that could not be shiny, that'd be great. Yo, ST, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Should probably play Pokemon and hunt Wooloo. But you don't think you want to? Don't push yourself to do it then, man. Don't push yourself. It's totally understandable to just not be feeling it. Your shiny Weedle is now shiny Beedrill. Nice! And shiny Zubat's now shiny Golbat. Awesome, awesome. Team right now is Vulpix, Surskit, Bunnelby, Zorua, Eevee, and the Lanoon. Nice. That Krabby got caught a lot faster than the first one. The first one was just rough, I guess. Shiny Pidgeotto can't evolve though, because you caught it at level 58. Why wouldn't it be able to evolve? It should just be like an evolution at the next level up. It's not like if you miss the level it should evolve at, it will never evolve. It'll evolve. It's just it'll evolve at any level over that. For some reason you started a Regigigas soft reset hunt in Usum. Why would you do that? Regigigas is just a jerk in those games. You like Regigigas? That's fair, that's fair. Regigigas is pretty cool. I definitely think we've talked about this before, but I feel like a lot of people agree. Like, I think we all were in fair agreement, but I just remembered now thinking about it. It took me a second to remember which form was the shiny form, because, like, the regular form of Regigigas looks so much more like you would expect the shiny form to look like than the, like, actual shiny form. Like, it feels like they should be flipped. Already had so many hunts going on in the game. Well, then you better finish Gigas quickly, then, man. Hope you get Regigigas without slow start. Man, that'd be nice. Okay, so we can actually see Nidorinos here. Interesting. You're shiny hunting and rock tunnel. Nice. Best of luck. Hope you find something good there. Is there a way for me to... I'm wondering if there would be any speed up to this by going in and out of this Pokemon Center. Because the thing is, you can't see anything. You can't see anything under here. Your dad got a shiny Cranidos and Go yesterday. That's awesome. Congrats to him. Cranidos is a cool shiny. I have my beef with it, but it's because it took forever to shine for me. Don't understand why they nerfed Regigigas. Like, it's a legendary, it's okay to have those stats. Because even if it's a legendary and it's totally fine for it to have, like, really good stats, I think they made it where, like, without... They attempted to balance it for slow start, I think. And a lot of times... And on top of all of that, like, on top of, like, balance things, I think they'd... For lore reasons, they kind of nerfed it. Like, oh, it's sleepy, it's waking up, you know, that kind of thing. Which I think is fair. I think that makes a lot of sense. And I think Game Freak's okay with nerfing a legendary's competitive ability if it's for, like, lore purposes. Like, if they're gonna buff it because of that, they'll find a way to, like, debuff it and keep it, like, even. But I don't think they have any issues... I don't think they have any issues, like, nerfing a Pokemon for lore's sake, especially a legendary. It does suck for the fact that, like, it makes it pretty hard to use it, but legendaries are still allowed in various forms of competitive, especially, like, VGC. Yeah, VGC doesn't really have, like, Ubers and, like, banning the different tiers. It's just, like, you can have one legendary. And if they made Regigigas really great with its... If Regigigas had its stats and not slow start, it would be used, I think, disproportionately to other legendaries. Which, you know, you're right, it's not like a massive problem. It's okay for it to have those stats. But yeah, that's just how it is, and I think that's kind of Game Freak's logic with it all, is like... They'd rather kind of nerf it, Wouldn't Regigigas be OP in doubles because of entrainment? What does entrainment do? Hey Dave, how's it going? It's going well here. Still in your SOS grind. Best of luck. Best of luck with that. But yeah, all is well. Here it is Friday. The weekend is upon us. I'm ready to relax and just hang out and have some fun this weekend. But yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, and I hope everyone's week went well. My week ended up being okay this time. I think I kind of mentioned it. Like, this week was an easier week than last week. Oh. That's strange. Okay, I think I still... As long as the audio's still good, we're okay and we can keep going. I had a weird USB device thing there, if you heard, like, all the sounds. I'm pretty sure it's just my, like, cap card. I've used 25 max lures now, dang. Entrainment gives your opponent your ability? Ah. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe. Give an ability to a Pokemon, another Pokemon with a better ability could use entrainment to give it to Regigigas. Yeah, I mean, but then you start dealing with, like, that's another setup turn, and you're kind of talking, like, Regigigas already just kind of, like, the reason for Regigigas being nerfed, or the reason that slow start nerfs Regigigas is because it makes Regigigas require setup turns in order to be full powered. I got something in my eye. Charmanders spawn before Onyx now? What do you mean by that? Just like you're seeing a lot more of them? Yeah, I mean, if you keep running into Charmanders, there's always one... For Charmander, I believe it's a special spawn, and with special spawns, there's always one slot open for them in the route. At least once you've built your combo up and you've got max lures going. It'll only need to be one turn instead of 5. That's fair, that's fair. See, I don't know what the heck I got in my eye. I think it might be paint. They painted my apartment this week, or like my hallway in the apartment this week. It was a little bit awkward on a couple occasions because, like, you know, for painting they like want to tape everything up and cover everything and mask everything. It's a little awkward when you open your door and it's just like masked off with, like, for one, it's taped shut, so you like hear it like open through the tape, and then there's just like paper like halfway around your door, and it's like, what? It's like, how do I get out of here? Like, because it wasn't like, because like on one hand, like it wasn't like a weird hour to be like, why are you going anywhere? And two, it's my apartment, I can leave it whenever I want. But there's just a point where it's like my door was just completely taped up. There are more Charmanders than Onyxes here? Is Charmander a normal spawn there? Charmander's a special spawn. There should only be one of those at any point. Just locking me up, yeah, right? It's like, how dare you decide not to renew your lease? Onyx is a 10% spawn, Charmander's a special spawn. There straight up just can't be more than one Charmander on screen at any time. In Rock Tunnel. Yeah, I think the starters are always special spawns. Whatever route they're spawning on, they're always a special spawn. Remember Krabby taking you ages in Let's Go? Oh, to shiny hunt? Yeah, I hope it's not too bad. I hope it's not too bad here. Making an Uber's double team with entrainment and Regigigas? Go for it. Let me know how that goes. Regigigas has good coverage. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, Regigigas is pretty great all around. It just... Oh, hey, we got to yellow circles already. Nice. Nice. A combo of 11, so I don't know. I doubt we're gonna get the greens. Remember when you mentioned Onyx before? There was one Onyx on screen, then it despawned, and now Onyx spawned again. Yeah, I mean, it's just a 10% encounter rate in Rock Tunnel. There's a Charmander in the screen at all times, because as despawn, one spawn. Yeah. Yeah, once you build up your combo and have lures on, that special spawn will continuously reset itself, basically. Oh no! Not Chansey. I don't actually think I have any lures for this battle. I'm probably gonna have to go to a mart at some point here and sell off some more stuff or buy some more lures. I forget. I think I still have money in my account right now, so I probably just need to buy some more lures with it. So you have Hawlucha with Unburden and Entrainment. That would give Unburdened to your weakness policy Regigigas. Nice. You don't want a tiny Charmander, you want a shiny Charmander? Well, maybe you'll get a tiny shiny. I need to do more Charmanders. I might go for a Charmander on stream just because I need like 2 more. And if I go for them on stream, I guess, oh no, we're not quite to yellow. It's fluctuating based on the level of the mon. But yeah, we now have found a Squirtle and a Bulbasaur on stream, so I need to go for Charmander so I can get like all 3 of them. Nice. Excuse me. Alright, cool. That actually is working. Like, going back and forth into that Pokemon Center is working for us today. That's actually really nice. As soon as you're so close, you're gonna hunt for a shiny Krabby. Go for it. And Whimsicott for support. Rude. So rude of it. Yeah, y'all told me how to know how this team works out, gamers. Shiny Geodude in the cave? Nice! Yeah, resetting spawns like this actually is working pretty well. And since we aren't going for something like Porygon, it actually is working out pretty decently for us here. Were you doing Geodude before? Nice! So your catch combo stayed. Nice, that's awesome. Geodude's like, hold on. You're gonna leave this hunt? How dare you? Do you know the Gen 6 legends, including Groudon and Kyogre, no block? I did not know that, no. Yeah, most competitive things you can just assume I don't know. Down to, like, movesets. Weird quirks of movesets and stuff. I do not know. Yeah, to not lose track. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely favorite it and save and all that good stuff. Your only Let's Go shinies were some send-ins and the Target Eevee. They were testing Pokemon when they were testing the Pokemon Pass for events. Gotcha. I remember that. I think I like kind of did that and then didn't actually do anything with it. I forget what exactly the situation was, but like I remember seeing that in a Target. Like, scanning it, downloading the app and scanning it and everything, and I don't think I ever actually did anything with it. Gotta use block on them on so you can make the setup work. Save number 3, yes. Yes. I can relate to that statement. It's about to be like, watch this Krabby never stop moving around, and like my camera can't stay on it until it runs away. Come on, catch, catch, catch. No! Gonna test your team real quick? Alright, stay tuned for the fails. It just takes some time to polish it, right? Oh, with the huge sparkles? Dude, the huge ones, like the red ones, I get tricked by those a lot. Like, it's just a mix of red and yellow, and it looks like a shiny sparkle. I feel that. What else do I need in Let's Go? There's a lot of stuff I still need. I didn't really shiny hunt in Let's Go a whole lot up until this summer. At least not on stream. There were a few things I did off stream at various points that I'd get into, but it wasn't until this summer that I really started doing Let's Go stuff again. So there is a lot I still need for my living dex. I'm nowhere near like Chem or anyone. Like, you know, Chem's almost done, if not done at this point. Because I think the last I saw he was at like 140 or something. Give you a code to enter, and it was like a Let's Go Pika and vice versa. Yeah, yeah. Original trainer is Bullseye. Ah, it's already a stock name. Interesting. Interesting. Might need to switch it to OU so you fight weaker mons. I think you've calmed down now, yeah. That adrenaline rush right when you find it. I feel that. Muting stream so you don't get distracted. Yes, focus, focus. You gotta make Gigas win. Finished your shiny living dex in Let's Go a while back. Would love a new Let's Go. Nice, that's awesome, Dave. That's so cool. Yeah, I've yet to complete a living dex in anything. Like a shiny living dex. Let's Go definitely feels like the games to do it in, if any, because it's the smallest set to go for. But yeah, congrats on that. That's awesome. Cherish balls. Looked up the Evian sword. Took the Evian sword and gave you Gmax soup. Nice. What's a living dex? So living dex is the term people use for a collection that has every single Pokemon in it, including all the different forms. So like, you know, to get a national dex, you have to have caught and like owned every single Pokemon. A living dex is owning all of them at once. So like for a national dex, all you needed was to catch a Krabby and evolve it into a Kingler. Whereas like a living dex, you would catch a Krabby, evolve it into a Kingler, and catch another Krabby, and not evolve that one. After attempting to catch this Krabby, I'll show kind of what the start of one looks like. Ah. So basically, it's just like a little bit of an extra challenge for people who are trying to go for it. Yeah, so like if we look in my Pokemon box here, I'm working on a living dex, so you can kind of see how I have a shiny Pidgey, a shiny Pidgeotto, and a shiny Pidgeot. Like, I have a shiny Pikachu and a shiny Raichu. I have a shiny Sandshrew and Sandslash. So, it's harder to show in Let's Go because everything gets organized in very certain ways. But it's basically like trying to have this Caterpie, this Metapod, and this Butterfree all at once, as opposed to just having caught a Caterpie, evolved it to a Metapod, and evolved it to a Butterfree. So that's what a living dex is like, with Kanto, it would be having a collection of 151 Pokemon in your possession at the same time, and they're all unique. Hey, how's it going, Magnificent Blue? Welcome to the stream. Rotom Dex is also technically a living dex. Yes, that is a living Pokedex. In a different sense of the word. This is me that when you were starting the game, you were doing a normal living dex because you caught the number of stages of Pokemon, like 2 Drowsy, 1 Mr. Mime, 3 Caterpie. Yes, like if you did that and you only evolved 1 into each of the forms, then yeah, that would be a living dex. Does it include Megas? No, since you can't. Basically, for me, the way I look at a living dex, and I think the way everyone does, is all the evolutions that you can have stored in like the PC. So I know for me, technically, I think I'm going for a living form dex, which is a little bit extra. Basically, Pokemon that have multiple forms that are like static forms, I will go for those different forms. The one I can think of is like in Sun and Moon, things like Oricorio, where there's 4 different Oricorio forms that like they can stay in. I have one of each of those. But like basically like any kind of form or evolution that is only temporary doesn't really count. So Megas, since they devolve back into their like normal form when you store them anywhere, that's how they stay. Forms for things like Wishy-Washy, which doesn't stay in schooling form, that doesn't really count, you know, stuff like that. Basically, like, for me at least, it's everything that can be, like, kept in the PC. Everything that can be kept in storage. Does it include fro haircuts? I don't believe I would. I haven't dealt with fro yet. When I came up with the rules for myself, I was dealing solely with the Pokemon catchable in Sun and Moon. All unknowns. Yeah, like I would do something like that, like all Minior colors. Yeah, all unknowns, all Minior colors. For a living dex that's not shiny, all Alchemy forms. Fortunately / unfortunately, Alchemy only has like 1 coloring when it's shiny, so you can get like the different toppings, but that's it. It'd be stuff like that. For me personally, I don't go for like, if there's like gender variations, things like Magikarp's like whiskers are differently colored if it's male or female. I don't go for those. If there's a Pokemon like Milotic and I have like a male and a female Feebas and like Milotic just looks a little bit better female, I'll just evolve the female Feebas, stuff like that. But I won't go for both of those. That's too much extra work. Yeah, what's going on, Mitchie? Rotom form? I mean, maybe, I don't know. A lot of these I haven't had to deal with yet. A lot of these I haven't gotten to in my, like, quests for everything. Basically, the way I've done it is any form that when put in the PC has a different, like, little sprite in, like, the box. I'll go for that. That's kind of been my way of deciding if it's like a different form. The Spinda patterns. I mean, I'm not dedicating my life to that. Oh, it's about to run. It's about to run. We gotta catch it here or be spamming the. Okay, good, we caught it. Forget for frozen Usum only. Yeah, I got added to Usum. How do people get shiny trade evos? Will you trust others that much? I yourself have lost faith in humanity after searching up stats on Google. I would trade with friends or trade with myself. I am fortunate to have multiple 3DSs when it comes to those kind of trades. When it comes to trading on like Switch games where I don't have a second Switch, I just have friends that aren't jerks. that I will trade with for that kind of thing, or sometimes some of you guys. You guys have all been super chill, so usually, like, there were a couple times I think I traded with some viewers just because, like, we both needed, like, trade evos, so we just swapped back and forth. Yeah, I wouldn't just look it up randomly on the internet and be like someone going, like, hey, I'm trading with people, and just, like, it's one of those things where I, like, message a friend, like, hey, I've got to evolve, like, this Kadabra into Alakazam, can you help me out? And they're like, sure. They like Pokemon, they don't care about it so much that shinies are, like, something worth stealing and ruining a friendship over, right? That's what... Yeah, you just gotta like trust the people that you're trading with. If you're trading with randos, don't try to do it that way. Just save up for when you can trade with someone you trust. Yeah. Only 4.2 billion spindos, that's fine. What is a friend? Someone to use to help you get trade evolutions. But yeah, so like trade evos, I actually ended up making one of my friends in college because I needed someone to help me trade for evolutions. Generally, if you're in person with someone, you're like, hey, can we trade back and forth? And like you know that they're like, they like have Pokemon with them. They tend to be like, sure, and like help, right? Like it's not like it's a whole different scenario when you're just trying to like ask randomly on the internet, hey, I have a shiny, I want to trade with people to evolve. That just like brings the trolls, right? But yeah, like I met one of my buddies that I would talk with a lot in college about video games and stuff. I met him waiting outside of class just talking about stuff, and I was like, hey, you play Pokemon, right? You have a 3DS? I was like, yeah. I was like, hey, do you have a Prism scale? And like, can you help me evolve this Milotic? He was like, oh yeah, no problem. Like, that's all it takes. People not being jerks, and being in person helps a lot. Hey, Dino Shark, how's it going? Mr. Krabs. You failed your first fight? Well, I hope the second one goes better. You're in a Discord server, and they have trusted traders. Oh, that's awesome, yeah. That's actually really nice. That's a very nice system there. Like, basically, like, these people have been proven to not be jerks about this. That's nice. That's really nice. Like, yeah, they just trade you, like, junk that if you run away with doesn't matter. And then you trade back your stuff, yeah. Never been scammed. That's actually really great. I feel like this has actually been a little bit risky, not gonna lie. I should have just been playing, like, really just, like, carelessly with some of this catch combo earlier, and I really should just continue to do it now, that way. Where, like, if the chain breaks, it breaks. Build up a second one. Kind of like what we did with Clefairy last week. Just because that'll make it, it'll make it, if we fail this chain and have to build up the second one, it'll be way safer catching a shiny at the end of the chain, you know? But I also don't want to break the chain at this point. Hey, Splash, how's it going? Did you tell you about the time? You pushed what down the stairs? Someone needs to move Quash in a Ranger game. Oof. The only time Quash has affected a game. They've been waiting for this moment. Yeah, see, still having these orange ones here is not very great. Why would you do that, Splash? Making a texture pack in Minecraft, what do you put in it? Presumably stone. Stone's probably a big one to have. Can't believe the Clefairy just jumped on you like that last week. Right? Like I was totally expecting it to take a bit more time. And, or like not just spawn right on me like that, you know? Also, thank you for saying that. As weird as that is, that reminded me to hit record on a different, like, recorder that I have. I'm trying to get a bunch of... I think I mentioned it last week, and I might have mentioned it before last week. I'm trying to get a bunch of clean footage of Let's Go, like, hunting. You know, no backgrounds, no weird, like, resolution squishing to get, like, you know, to fit in. Because I could crop out, like, that game, but it would be a different resolution than capturing native footage, which I kind of want to capture native. Last lure too, right? I think I had like 1 or 2 more lures, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna run these out. So we were in like the last 10 minutes of the stream, just pop right there, shiny right on me. So it's like I kind of wish it had spawned a little bit away. I wanted to get the footage of it being a shiny, but it just like literally spawned underneath us. Hypnosis is broken in doubles? How so? Turn ancient debris block into Pog face? Yes. Dude, I was very happy yesterday when I found multiple, like, clumps of 3 ancient debris. That was nice. Because, yeah, like, I guess, like, ancient debris spawns in, like, pockets of 1 to 3 blocks. I managed to find multiple 3-block, like, clumpings. Still don't have enough for, like, doing any of the things I need it for. Sleep clause doesn't exist? Ah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and run away from this. Again, I shouldn't be. I should let the chain fail, because failing the chain is way less upsetting than failing the shiny. Figured something out. What's that, Mitchie? What's that? Make Hoglins Poglins. Nice, there we go. Frank got very mad at people on a Minecraft server because they kept griefing him. He turned on X-ray and got netherite armor in less than like 2 hours. Normal Moltres is a normal chicken. Galar Moltres is a black chicken. Oh, like an actual type of chicken? That's interesting. Like it looks like one. Can't be trusted on the GTS. Someone had a shiny Clink and wanted Registeel. The message was shinies only. Gave them a regular Registeel and got a shiny Clink that day. That's kind of a jerk move, but it's also on them, right? To a point, I have to, like, I would have to argue that it's on them. When you put something on the GTS, you gotta limit it. Like, you gotta just be willing to accept any of the stuff you... Also, I just noticed, we don't need to do this anymore. Whoops. Whoops. Alright, so time to pop a lure. I just realized that we've actually hit our combo. Let me actually check my catching pocket as well. I don't have any golden razzes, so this will be interesting. Hey, how's it going, Wage? Welcome, welcome. Just keep catching to improve the catch rate. That's actually a good point, Dave. That's actually a very good point. Like, run if it's gonna, like, break away at any point, but there's no reason to stop if it is giving us a benefit. Usually the only reason to stop the catch combo is, like, because it's no longer helpful. We're also going to be very safe with our runaways here. Basically, we're going to get like 1 actual attempt at catching and then just run. That's my feel on this right now. Tiny getting shiny Dialga and Pogo. You want Palkia? Are they both out? I've only seen people talking about Dialga. Shiny Dragonite, JK. I gotta run. Oh, I think that was really close there. Used to throw in and run if it didn't catch. I mean, honestly, that works. That works. Look at all the Krabbies that just spawned. It's out for 2 weeks and Palkia's out for the next 2. Okay. Yeah, because I had seen all the Dialga stuff. I didn't know it was like an event that was going to be both of them, or if it was already both of them, or what was going on with it. I haven't followed Pogo that closely in a while. Person with the shiny on the GTS and says shinies only, silver belt on Delta 1. Pretend I didn't hear that. Basically. It's like, doubt someone would actually give him a shiny. Yeah. It was gonna be taken by someone who like didn't have a shiny Regigigas at some point. Like, again, in the similar veins, just not trusting randos on the internet with stuff like shiny trading and like not trusting them not to run away as soon as you give them the shiny. Like, you can't just put something up and say like I only want shinies, right? Like, either they're hoping that they like genned this Clank or they got it from something really easy and then they put it up there and they're like, ha, I'll get like a real shiny Regigigas from it, and we're just trying to like scam someone themselves. Or you can't just do that. It doesn't work that way. Other regions, what Maniac with a Pokemon battle at 3 in the morning. Hopefully 3 a.m. Dynamax out of Pokeball. Nice! This person gave you a Regigigas healer because you did a big brain? Nice. You forfeit? Nice. The best way to win is winning by forfeit, right? That's how it always went in Rocket League. All right, nice. I feel like these yellows that we've been getting out of nowhere are just like teases. So I feel like by now we should have seen like more yellows than we're seeing. But we are getting a lot of Krabby, which is nice. Not worth going after. How many Krabby have you caught in total? Does it say in your decks? I don't know total. It's probably like one more than my, or like 2 more than my catch combo. I haven't caught a lot. No, oh yeah, there we go. Catch combo 36, number caught 38. Yeah, so I've caught 38 in total. So not a lot. Like, I'm not surprised that like the combo hasn't gone up, or like that my catch rates haven't gotten a lot higher or anything. Think about 50, then 100, the circle color should change. Gotcha. Yeah, so hopefully we see that here in like 12 catches. Assuming we don't see the shiny within 12 catches. That was a really bad throw. feel like this game is very biased towards wiggling 3 times and then breaking out. Thank goodness we caught that. Around 50 don't hold you to that exact number. Hey, no, I totally get it, Dave. I totally get it. Just an estimate and kind of a guess off of it. I understand that. Yeah, because I imagine it also depends on like what Pokeball you're using, what level they are, all this kind of stuff when it changes. The person you're fighting said, cave off YouTube vibes. Oh, like someone memeing for a YouTube video. I feel like I've seen more and more of that recently on Showdown. Just like people who are out there building meme teams, like that have a good chance of winning at some point. Just trying to get someone to like tilt and start screaming in chat and then they post it. I'm basically going to be running anytime they do that animation where it puts both the claws forward, and like I can still catch it during that one. Going off the whole idea that if they do an animation that you can still like throw a Pokeball at them during it, it is a sign they're about to run. So, trying to avoid them running. Right? Yeah, that was close. Yeah. What video games does Batman play on Twitch? The Batman ones. I bet he'd be pretty good at those. These have been pretty bad throws on my part today. Most of them just feel really weak. Changed Lapras to Green Circle after failing one. Didn't want to do that again. Oh yeah. I feel that, I feel that. Just getting to the point where everything is Green Circle would be great. Dang it. Krabby just moved so far. You found your old Xbox One disc for Minecraft? How did anyone survive without being able to swim? What do you mean? Were you not able to swim on Xbox Minecraft? Because I very clearly remember being able to make it across water. On like the 360 version. Or do you mean like, oh, do you mean like the, like, sprint swimming, where like you actually like swim. I always forget about that. I always forget about that being a thing. Just because I'm so used to how it used to be. So I think I've mentioned it before on stream. I started playing Minecraft and I forget what the update was. I think the first version of Minecraft I played after purchasing Minecraft was 1.2.7. So, a while ago. I have vague memories of that first world I played on. Or the first 2 worlds I played on, I think. But yeah, I remember 1.2.7. I remember being really excited at the 1.3 update. Not because of anything in particular, it was just like 1.2.7 was the longest I think that they ever went, at least at that point had ever gone, without putting out a new major release for the game. You have a few memories of your first Minecraft world? I remember having played like a couple worlds on like a cracked version of the game, you know. Someone had like a version of Minecraft where you effectively were playing on one random person's account just through like a cracked client. I had that for a while and I played that because, you know, I was in like 9th grade and couldn't afford to go buy a game myself, and my friends had it, so I used it. But then after that, one of my friends was like, hey, you know, I'm like, we talked about Minecraft. I'm like, oh, we both want to play, and she decided like, oh, let's set up like a server, and I tried playing, and of course like the cracked client wouldn't connect to that because, you know, it was a pirated version of the game and those aren't allowed. So I bought Minecraft then, and it was 1.2.7 at that point. And that would have been, that was in like 9th grade. Unburdened at 2 times speed, so if you get hit by a fighting move, he has like 1.2k speed. Dang. Super speedy Regigigas. Gave it adamant so it's strong now. Nice. Yeah, so my history with Minecraft was I got it from my laptop. My laptop couldn't run it worth crap, like at all. It was just it was terrible. But it worked enough for someone who had no, like, concept of how fast a computer game should be or how fast Minecraft was. I remember, like, people looking at my screen going, oh, how can you play that? I'm like, what do you mean? It's Minecraft. This is just how it runs, right? And, like, was unaware of how much faster it could run. I was getting, like, 5 to 10 FPS usually. Just because I had a laptop that was not meant for gaming. So I played it a little bit, played on like the server with friends, and then after that, I think some other friends set up a Minecraft server, but again, we're all like 9th and 10th grade back in 2011, so it was a lot harder to set up like a dedicated server at that point. You know, port forwarding and all this other stuff was like things that, you know, we weren't comfortable doing, or, you know, stuff like that. Like, it wasn't like... It was a lot more difficult at that time to set up a Minecraft server with friends than it is now, especially like realms and stuff like that now. So I remember many memories of like having to try to get LogMe and Hamachi working so we could like connect through these proxy networks to play with each other and all this stuff. Like, for not really grasping like port forwarding and stuff and running a Minecraft server. Granted, if any of us tried to run a Minecraft server on one of our computers, it would have absolutely gone to garbage. Like, that's another side of it too. Like, just because we could didn't mean it would have worked well. But yeah, so there's a lot of memories of doing that and stuff. Through different friends doing different like Hamachi servers. Followed by, finally, like, the console versions came out. The Xbox 360 version came out. I played so much of that with friends. One of my buddies was just the host of the server and would just leave his Xbox on all the time. terrible for the 360, but he did. We would play on it constantly. It was a struggle though. It was a big struggle though. Sometimes those worlds would autosave every 30 minutes, so we had to be prepared at any given point to lose 30 minutes of progress, because my friend would get grounded, and be like, no technology, no games or anything for a week, and what kept happening was his mom would keep coming in and see the Xbox light on, because he had his Xbox on for the server, and she would like turn it off. She would just straight like hit the button, turn it off, or like unplug it, and so the server would just go down. And so you just had to be prepared to lose that progress. Good times, good times. After that, I kind of stopped playing Minecraft for a while. Just, you know, usual kind of things with that of like other games came out. I, just lost interest in Minecraft, all that kind of stuff, and then got back into it in 2018, 2019, right around the 1.14 update. And, it was when Minecraft in general had a really big resurgence, and then I've just played it on and off since then. Buddies have set up realms. I've set up like the realm for members and stuff. Now I'm playing on a realm or on a server with some people from like some clubs in high school that I was in and then helped mentor and stuff. Hey, Real Hacks, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Crab. Yes. But yeah. Minecraft's just one of those games that has held out way longer than anyone I think would have expected it to, but it's just, I think it's just a sign of how, like, versatile the simplicity of the game can be. It's like, here's a world. It looks enough like a natural world for it to feel, like, for it to be interesting, and it's random every time. It was kind of the first game I feel like, if not the first game in the concept of just like procedurally generated sandbox worlds, if not being the first in that, because it probably isn't, is the one that popularized it, and like everyone's kind of been trying to clone it since, because it almost feels like it's super simple to make that, but nothing can get it like Minecraft did. And it's one of those things where it's like there's so many different things you can do, and because it's so open-ended, it's not like, once you've played it once, you've played everything you can do. You just make a new world and build it again differently, or just, try to build a different style of building. Try to make your farms better. Stuff like that, The laptop can't run Minecraft very well. I understand that, Silver Beldum. Like I kind of said, back in, like, high school, when the only computer I had and the only way I had to play Minecraft was a laptop, I didn't know that the game ran any better than what I would see on the laptop when it ran at like 5 FPS for me. It's just a thing where back then like Intel graphics now are still kind of a joke. Back then they were very much a joke. They weren't great at all. They were literally just there to have a screen on your computer. So yeah, they couldn't handle Minecraft very well. My settings were turned in like all the wrong directions. So like having to turn all those off to like the faster settings helped a bit and got me up to like 15 FPS. Terraria did it around the same time, so there were two. Yeah, Terraria definitely also has held out. Yeah, Terraria's done well. Terraria's done well. I know a lot of people like say it was like basically 2D Minecraft and a ripoff, but it's not. I think Terraria was actually out first, if anything, at least the public release. So yeah, I wouldn't really. Yeah, so Terraria also came out around the same time and also managed to hit the nail pretty well on the head. We're gonna use our last lure here. I'm gonna have to go buy more after this. Yeah, I haven't played Terraria. I did have one viewer gift it to me at one point. Just saying, like, hope you try it at some point. I need to play it, just, because they got it for me. I should at least give it a shot. I think I didn't at the time because I couldn't download it. I didn't have enough storage. So I think Neeb or Ben, the Mexican Shrek, whatever you go by now, you're out there somewhere, you gifted that to me. I need to play it still. These Krabbies really aren't getting easier to catch, and it's frustrating. It was 2 months after, I think it was in development for longer. Yeah. 2 months difference in the gaming world when it comes to, like, actual games and not just, like, asset grabs. Like, unless you're just going into the Unity store, buying a bunch of, like, assets off of that Unity store, slapping them into a, like, generic engine and selling it, 2 months is not very long in terms of games. That 2 months difference was almost certainly, like, polishing it up for the public to see. You have a lot more freedom to build in Terraria. I've seen people build really crazy things in Terraria, and that's really cool. Basically on top of each other, yeah. It might also depend on what you consider Minecraft's release, right? Because it was like in alpha and beta and all this stuff for such a long time. Minecraft's release was very unceremonious. It was just Notch going, hey, I made this thing. And like posting a download link on a forum somewhere. That's like a very interesting part of internet history. Yeah, use a few Great Balls to get the numbers up. Yeah, I sold all of my Great Balls and Ultra Balls. Just to buy more Pokeballs. It makes sense, It's a good idea, Dave. I just can't. I've just sold all of them. It's not a big deal. I'm complaining, but it's not like it's actually a big problem. Terraria was May 2011, and Minecraft was November 2011. Yeah, so it came out first. But again, like, I think that depends on what you consider Minecraft's full release, right? Like, its full release happened sometime in 2011. It was in beta long before that. You forget which one's first after arguing with so many people. Yeah, never mind then. Yeah, I just don't have any. Yeah, so I think Minecraft was, like, publicly available to play first. But, again, like, Minecraft's release date of, like, release build 1.0 is different from, like, when Minecraft was, like, purchasable and playable. A lot of people bought it when it was, a lot of people bought into it when it was beta. I know, like, the Minecraft beta 1.8 version was, like, a massive deal. So, like, the game wasn't even out yet, and it already had, like, its major revision update, and that was the one that added food, like, hunger and all this stuff to the game. I forget what 1.2 added. I'm kind of gonna look this up. I shouldn't take away focus from this Krabby hunt though, because I need to pay attention to his animations. Yeah, what was this? Kind of want to play Terraria or Minecraft now, but I have no idea which one to play. That's fair. I'm going to be playing Minecraft for sure after this stream. I've been working on farms on the server I've been playing on, and I need to get a slime farm working. Oh, it didn't really add a whole lot, yeah. Looking at it here. Or did it? Maybe it did. Oh, it had the jungle biome. Okay. Only a few more and should get easier. I'm hoping so, Dave. Let your friends build the farms because you're clueless there. The farms and just redstone contraptions tend to be my favorite thing. Really what I like is automating stuff. Like, as much as it kind of seems counterintuitive to gameplay, like, the most fun I have is making it where I don't have to do things. I love building farms that I can just, like, flip on, and as long as they are loaded in the world, they're running. Things like, obviously, since the 1.14 update, villagers became a lot more useful for that. You could turn them into, like, farms, so they're just, like, harvesting stuff for you and everything. It's like potato farms like that, bone meal farms. Moss blocks made bone meal farms way easier without them just being food farms run through a composter. You know, stuff like that. Slime farms are pretty easy to do. Iron farms have become a lot easier. Stuff like that. So, like, that's what I've been working on. You miss zero-tick farms? Those were nice for XP farms. My buddy on one of the realms we had set up had a zero-tick farm. Had zero-tick farm set up of cactus and, I want to say sugarcane? Or I forget what the other one was. But yeah, he had a zero-tick farm set up that was just constantly running and building experience up. That was nice. Then it all broke, and I tried fixing it, and I couldn't get it working. So I'm trying to work on one now, an XP farm for myself, because... yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy more lures. I'm just gonna stand here for a second. Actually, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and fly back over to the city. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and fly back over to Cerulean here and buy some more lures. Farms in Terraria include standing under lava and letting things walk into the lava and die to lava. Nice. I mean, that's not too terribly different from a lot of Minecraft farms. Stand still, let things spawn in water, water pushes them into lava, they die, you collect items. I feel like that's a lot of mob farms. Unfortunately in my world, in the world I'm in, I don't know where a lot of this stuff is. Yeah. I'm gonna buy 25. So that's the number I'm feeling today, yeah. But yeah, I need to, but like, I don't know where any spawners are. So I didn't build my base specifically near one or anything. So like, I'm just building stuff on the surface and like just hidden in the walls. Everything. Right now I have a villager farm, a potato farm, which are basically the same thing, just two different layers doing different things. As well as, what's the rest of it? What else do I have? I had a bamboo farm at the moment that I'm trying to expand. A bone meal farm, which is kind of working. It doesn't actually go to a storage system. It's just kind of filling itself back up now. Which I believe it's filled itself up and I've turned it off. I can't leave that one on. It lags the hell out of like my area on the server. So I feel bad if I leave that on because there's some other people who live kind of near me. So I don't want them to log in and the server just be chugging because of the amount of stone that's getting converted and pushed around and stuff. So that one I can't leave running despite kind of wanting to. So I'll probably make the potato farm overflow into a bone meal farm. Yeah, into a secondary bone meal farm. Friend set up a skeleton farm in SMP, but it wasn't fully automated since it was for XP, but you had to use your sword after like a 30 stack up. Yeah, so that's what a lot of those are, and like you can easily set that up to be both. Oh, come on, this Pokeball's just not calibrated. I'm blaming it. Yeah, you can pretty easily set up a a mob farm like that to be both an XP farm and just a mob farm. Alright, I am also just going to go ahead and sit here and start waiting for Krabbies to be shiny. If any Krabbies run into us, we'll try catching them, but that's about it at this point. I feel confident that using a raspberry will be a little bit better off. Because I also did that, gamers. On one other world I was on, I knew where a skeleton spawner was, so I found it, and built a farm that, yeah, you just had to, like, hit them with, like, even just, like, a wooden sword would be enough to take them all out. Had 4 double chests full of bones, 2 double chests full of bows. Yeah. No, you build that stuff up fast, and it's really nice for those automated, or for those AFK, like, food farms and stuff. You know, since you can just sit there with, like, the piston over, like, a piece of farmland and stuff and just, like, knock it out. It's great. Yeah, but I've been trying to get it to the point, I'm trying to get a farm running that has enough, like, throughput to just fill everything. To fill all of my, like, needs as far as, like, bone meal and food. So honestly, I might start building my potato farm downwards. Because I didn't want to have it sticking too high out of the ground was my thing. I wanted to be able to see all the other farms around it. So I only have 2 layers. One of the layers is like split between potatoes and villagers, and the other layer is pure potatoes. And it fills up pretty quickly, but it could fill up faster. Still try getting 50. I think you're on 48. My chain's on 48. I've caught 50 though. Like I said, if any of them run into me, which there is a good chance that Krabbies and stuff will run into me where I'm standing. Since, like, obviously the Rattata ran into us. I'm expecting stuff to run into us occasionally. I wouldn't be surprised if this Krabby does. Or it's going to walk the other way. Okay. I'll try catching them then. I just don't want to waste lures. And, you know, I'm not feeling super comfortable, but I am feeling more comfortable than I was before about catching one if it does show up shiny. With all these farms in this Minecraft server I'm on, though, I think the one thing I'm most excited about is just the fact that, like, despite the Ender Dragon being beaten, people still play on this server, which is usually not what happens. I think I've mentioned that before. Like, most of the time my friends will play on servers up until like we've reached the Nether proper, or we've started to kind of get near the end, and then they kind of stop playing because like, oh, I just want to like farm and build resources. Like, then do that. There's no need to not. But yeah, so a lot of them just kind of stop playing, where on this world it's like, it feels like everything's just kind of getting going. There are more people logging in and stuff now and everything, and it's like, people have elytras, and it's like, thank you, I want to actually use those. Hey, Red Panda, how's it going? How have you been doing? How have you been? Good to see you. Hope you had a good week. Was just challenged to beat Minecraft, because someone thought you couldn't. Did they just like want you to beat the Ender Dragon or something? Yeah, because it's not, honestly, that's not, like, that hard, you know? Granted, like, I get that kind of, like, being the end points for a single-player world, you know? Like, I kind of feel like that can be, that can very easily be the point where, like, a single-player world kind of falls off, because it's like, alright, well, that was the end goal, and, like, pretty much anything else you do at that point, like, is to try to show off, right? Like, at least to me, like, a lot of the stuff after that is, like, showing off or building big things, like, as a community. More so than, like, doing single projects, right? Like, anything more than that feels like something where it's just, like, I want to try to do something that I would have done in creative. You know? It's so grindy, to get to it and then beat it. honestly, like, the End Dragon's not usually that hard to, like, get to, in my opinion. Like, if you set up a quick little base, you just immediately go down to Y12, mine up some diamonds, build another portal, find another fortress. Honestly, finding the Nether Fortress can be the hardest part, just because you can, like, get screwed by it. By it just, like, taking forever to find one. I feel like that's more of an issue than anything else in a run to beat the End Dragon. If you want, like, because you're probably gonna want enchantments, so you can just go ahead and build a mob grinder for XP pretty quickly. Just like one of the giant, like, dark rooms in the sky with a, like, pipe down to like 1 health at ground level, you know, that kind of thing. Like, it's pretty formulaic to beat the End Dragon, I would say. But again, I definitely feel like most of the fun of Minecraft post End Dragon comes from servers. Which is why I feel like Minecraft's popularity came back because it passed a threshold of, like, it managed to claw back an audience to pass, like, a popularity threshold where enough people knew someone who had a server to start getting back into it. I feel like that's kind of what kicked it back off in 2019, you know. Like, I kind of feel like that's what was, like, the catalyst for it really coming back. Because I just, again, I feel like as a single-player experience, the End Dragon's the end. Achievements are really grindy after that and stuff like that. I gotta get a wool farm so you can get beds for netherite, as well as bed explode dragon. I mean, if you go that route, sure, but you don't need netherite to beat the End Dragon. Like, that's very not required. I actually haven't beaten the End Dragon since Netherite came out, and I beat it several times before that. I'm really sad, though. Yesterday, I've been playing on this server pretty consistently for, like, a week. Yesterday, and, like, they have a death counter, like, under everyone's names whenever, like, you're just, like, hanging out and see each other in the world. I was at 0 deaths up until yesterday, but I was mining for Netherite, and, like, lava caught up to me, and I couldn't get out of it. I was very sad. Because I was kind of just, like, gloating, because, like, I had 0 deaths, despite never sleeping more than just, like, clicking into a bed long enough to get, like, rid of phantoms, and only ever wore a pair of iron boots. But I died yesterday. But Netherite is shiny. I mean, Netherite is nice just for the durability boost. To be completely honest, the first thing I'm doing with Netherite is getting the meme achievement of using an entire Netherite hoe. Again, my only armor right now on this server is a pair of iron boots. Hey John, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, you don't really need wool for Netherite. Or you don't need, like, the bed explosions for Netherite. You just mine at Y15. You find it really quickly. I think my biggest holdup on a lot of my farms right now is I need to be online at some point when someone else knowledgeable about everything on the server's on to ask where the heck our nether fortress is. Because I know it's somewhere and they have a whole nether hub set up, but I don't know where the nether fortress that they know about is. So I haven't been able to get, like, wither skeleton skulls to go cheese a beacon. If you find the Krabby, play Crab Rave. That's actually a really good idea, because I joked earlier, John, about how, like, I kind of wanted to just turn Crab Rave on as, like, just loop for this stream, but I feel like that wouldn't have worked out too well. I feel like everyone would have gone crazy. But we definitely need to turn Crabbrave on if we find the shiny. You are absolutely right, John. Spawned next to Spruce. Your favorite wood? Nice, hey, that's awesome. Spruce is great to build with. I always dislike when I spawn in like a taiga biome like that. Nothing against it, or like tundra or whatever it's called. I've never been a fan of building in that biome. Like the colors just aren't my favorite. Being near one's great, but I always find that if I spawn in one, I spawn in the middle of a massive one. Or any like biome around it is just surrounded by more taiga. That's usually what happens to me. I think my favorite biome to build in is dark oak forests. Like, I feel like that's just a really good biome. Ah, man. It's like I want this Chansey to walk further away from me, please. It was like mountains next to your forest biome. Hey, that's nice. Yeah, I need to do more exploring on this world that I'm on in this one server. The only ways I've like gone far away from the spawn have been like through the Nether, so I don't actually know where anything is. Hey, Guff, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Least favorite part of Minecraft is either finding the fortress or getting leather. Oh, I feel that. I always was really bad about getting leather for like enchantments and stuff. For like the books, for bookshelves. I was terrible about it. Figuring out that there is a very just like lazy cow farm you can make was fantastic. That was life-changing for me when it came to that. Basically, you just get a whole bunch of cows into a 1x1 hole and feed them wheat, and eventually there are enough of them that they just start suffocating. Because, you know, Minecraft is definitely a family-friendly game. But yeah, like, as soon as I found out that, I was like, oh wait, yeah, no, this is really easy, because whenever I had, like, a cow farm, I would just keep making, like, that was just, you know, like, fenced-in cows. I would just keep breeding them. I would never get leather from them. I would always just keep making more cows. And eventually I would, like, kill all of them, and it would take forever to build it back up. So yeah, just, like, building the basic little, grinder farm is way better, in my opinion. It works out pretty well. I need to move mine so it's in a less, like, annoying position from where it is now, but that's a problem for later. I also don't really need it anymore. I have all the books I could want. And at this point, villagers could just give me books if I need them. Is Shiny Krabby the only thing you need to finish? Oh no, I need a lot more stuff. I need a lot more things. I'm nowhere near a complete living dex at this point. I'm just going for individual Pokemon at a time that I kind of find interesting. I can show, this is my current set of shinies, or the favorited ones here. So I have a lot, but I don't have a lot of the decks. Yeah, so pretty much, so I have these all right here. It's kind of you know, a little bit bloated because of like the number of duplicates I have. And then I have below all these Krabby. I have a Clefairy, and I think I have a couple more up here. Yeah, I have a Zubat. I have this Venusaur. I have another Caterpie. What is this one? Yeah, another Weedle. Yeah, so I have a good number of shinies, but I have nowhere near a complete dex. There's a lot of hunts I still need to do. I didn't do a lot of Let's Go hunting for like 2 or 3 years there. I guess more so 2, but I did a lot of it right when it came out. I had a couple of moments where I'd like do it just like on my own without streaming it over the course of the past couple of years, but never really got super seriously into it until pretty recently. Wool farms just need 1 sheep, you think? Yeah, because they keep regrowing their wool. It's a lot slower when you only have 1, though. An observer to activate the dispenser, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you just want it to be automated. I need to make one that automates it. Another thing I need to check, because I think it would be pretty nice, is there are ways to automate, or like, there's ways to just like duplicate wool endlessly, or carpet endlessly, which can be used as a fuel source, which is pretty great. There's ways to duplicate it endlessly, and I need to figure that out. I'm still trying to finish the game, so at least you have more than you. Hey, well, best of luck finishing the game. I know you'll get this, and then are you gonna also be doing a lot of shiny hunting? So I finished the game really quickly. I know when this game was like being announced and released, a lot of people were kind of like disappointed that this is the game that they put on Switch first and they didn't make like a new set of games. But I enjoyed the crap out of this game in those first few days. You know, I beat it in like the first like 3 days it was out, I think. Only know how to make that because you snuck into your friend's hidden base. Ah. I mean, if you're really interested in building farms, Google and YouTube are your friends. There's no shame in looking it up because other people have already done it for you. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. You know, there's 10 years worth of people being like inventors in this game. Take advantage of that. Look at the people on SciCraft. Look at a lot of the more technical guys on Hermitcraft. Yeah, look at like tutorial people like Waddles or Mysticat. Ilmango has a lot of great stuff. Like, look at all those. Like, granted, if you look at Ilmango stuff, it is very intimidating. All the SciCraft people just like go to the extreme with any farm they build. That's just what they do, and it's impressive and incredible. Hey, Pikachu Carla, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. You already have 12 cooked mutton. Nice. Yeah, I have pretty much an infinite supply of baked potatoes now in game, so I am set. I am set for food now. Gonna try to get Pokemon Sword and Shield for your birthday. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. You'll have so much fun with that. There's a lot of cool Pokemon in there, a lot of cool things to shiny hunt, a lot of cool things to do. Guys, we're getting closer. We're getting closer to BDSP coming out. That'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to that. That's definitely something that I will immediately be taking days off of work for. Found a goat. Nice. I had one friend, one of the guys on our server found a goat and was trying to keep it in a farm, but didn't realize how high they could jump. So now we just have like a goat running around the world. He's like, oh, I put it in a fence, but it broke out. He's like, I wonder if it'll get over a too high fence. And it like broke out and was like, yeah, they jumped 10 blocks. You gotta run? Alright, see you later, gamers. See you later, man. It was good seeing you. Hope to see you again soon. Hope you have fun in Minecraft. Yeah, so we're still just catching any Krabbies that run into us for the sake of improving our catching odds. Yeah, let's go Pikachu and Unite, but apart from that, you're really new to Pokemon, so that would be your first proper game. Hey, that's awesome. Welcome to Pokemon. Oh, you mean from the group? Oh, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. They're like, oh, I gotta head out. Oh, yo, Guff, that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope you're enjoying the games you're playing so far. I've seen footage from Unite. Unite looks really fun. I'm just not a person who plays MOBAs, so I haven't played Unite because I know I would get very upset and frustrated with Unite very quickly. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you're enjoying stuff so far, and absolutely hope you get some more games to get into. Because yeah, there's Sword and Shield. You can get those. In a few months, we'll have Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which will be games that are more so like Sword and Shield in terms of like the mechanics. So that'll be cool. Those will be fun games to play. Those will be fun games to get into. I know a lot of people love the Sinnoh region, so you're gonna get brand new games in Sinnoh very soon. And get to see what everyone's always been so hyped about. Gotta sit up, I was starting to slouch. But yeah, now it's just a waiting game at this point. I'm trying to think. I think the only thing I want on this route is Krabby. So it almost would make sense to move routes because of that, but I don't think it would be a good idea in the long run because it probably wouldn't work out for us. We'd probably end up finding even higher level Krabbies, which would be even harder to catch. Nah. Ah. I got the Voltorb that you've been hunting a whole week. Oh no. Congrats for him. I hope you find one soon though. Hope you find one of your own. Come on, Krabby, be yellow. What if instead of stuff breaking at durability 0, that I had a higher chance of breaking at low durability and thus could last longer or shorter than they do now? Oh, people would hate that. People would hate that. like, with some random, like, iron tools and stuff, that I think that'd be okay, and I think that, like, people would be fine with it. But there would be plenty of people who get very upset when their perfect pickaxe breaks, just randomly, well before it gets to, like, low tier, because, I mean, that kind of that would defeat the purpose of stuff like mending. You know, because with things like mending now, you can just permanently keep your tools, like, okay, and, like, people put in a lot of work to get mending villagers, to get the books, or spend a lot of time actually, like, enchanting books and stuff to try to get those enchantments on them and stuff. So, like, the idea that your, like, Unbreaking 3 mending pickaxe could just randomly go, like, two clicks into a new pick would be rough. Every single time you play, you have your Gengar plush. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're like good luck charm, or you're like Pokemon buddy. That's so cool. Nice. But yeah, so like, I feel like with that pickaxe idea, like, I know I would be upset. Because generally I just run my picks down until, like, they have one, like, pixel left on their durability, and then I just take them back to my, like, back to my furnaces, and then just, like, mend them. Flooded a ravine so you could swim to the bottom. That's one way to do it. You mean you didn't just, like, jump down with a bucket of water and then, like, place the bucket at the last second? Come on, man. Favorite Pokemon is Gyarados. Awesome. I love him. On the lookout for a plush of him, and then Hitmonchan gets third. Nice. Gyarados is pretty cool. Shiny Gyarados looks really cool with the red. I hope you can find a plush of it. Didn't have a bucket. Ah. Just did, like, the trick, break like the barrier of water that's already there and let it flood in. Ah. Nope, nope, nope. Get out of there. Get out of there. It's like, don't want to lose the combo now. That would suck. That would suck. Like, 2 hours into a combo and then just to lose it. And indeed found a ravine next to water. Nice. Cousin, you designed a villager box that you called the VCU, the Villager Containment Unit. Had gates or doors to keep them in a pit so they can't come out when you open them. Yeah, it's a trick. The best. All right, I think we're back, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what the heck happened there, but I think we're back now. Something happened. OBS said it disconnected and then it reconnected, so we're back. But I was gonna say, depending on what happened, best way to contain a villager is a 2x1 like entrance with a trapdoor on the top, because player characters are shorter than 2 blocks while villagers are exactly 2 blocks, or like 1 pixel less than 2 blocks. So their hitbox collides with the trapdoor, so they can't get out. But you can walk in and out freely. It was a day where the teacher asked us to bring a plush, and so you brought Gengar and was automatically popular. Nice! Nice. People love Pokemon. Rightly so. Pokemon's fantastic. Yo, hashtag Shining Umbreon raid. What's going on? Senpai, Oscar, welcome to the stream. Raiders, welcome. Raid hype, guys. Raid hype. How was the stream? Shining Umbreon, thank you for the raid. Shining Lucario plays, welcome to the stream. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope the stream was good. I'm going to go ahead here and grab Shining Umbreon's link for anyone who was in my stream. Yo, Philly, Hannah, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me see if I can grab Shining Umbreon. There we go. Yo, raid hype. Indeed. Indeed. Welcome, guys. Welcome. The best Krabby impression. You know what? Despite sitting here for so long, I actually can't think of which sound has been Krabby's. Yeah, guys, so from my stream, go check out Shining Umbreon. They're another streamer here on YouTube. Go show them some love. They gave us a raid they absolutely didn't have to. So definitely go leave them a sub, give them a like on their latest stream. All that good stuff. Shining Umbreon, again, thank you for the raid, and Raiders, welcome. He says cookie. I don't quite know if that sounds right. I'm just like Krabby or something, I don't know. Kooky. Ah. Kooky. From the anime says cookie. Ah, okay, so it is correct, okay. But Shining Umbreon, welcome, man, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Hope your stream went well. What were you streaming today? There's also a bug for a while where villagers in beds would fly infinitely in one direction and in the morning randomly reappear. That's fantastic. That is actually pretty great. Yo, Shining Lucario plays, thank you for the sub hype, I appreciate that. Top of Coco Dynamax Adventures, no Coco, but you did get a Shiny Diggersby. Yo, congrats. Congrats, hope you get the Shiny Coco soon. Because I've been going for that one too whenever I do Dynamax raids. It's such a great Shiny, but man, those Dynamax Adventures take a while. If you don't get lucky and get it in a few, like, early encounters, it can be rough. It can just take a while. So best of luck with that. Hope you get it soon. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and reset the route real quick. And thank you again for the raid, man. I really do appreciate that. Heard Endermen love fighting them when underprepared. I just love that they're completely negated by building like a 3x3 platform above your head. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do this for a bit. I'll be back and go watch a quick tutorial. Don't worry, sub. So find you. Awesome. Well, I appreciate the sub, Guff. I really do appreciate that. Hope you're able to find the tutorial that you need. It's so much copper. I felt like it would be rarer than it is in the new update. Like, I have a lot too, because I don't have really a use for it. Like, obviously there's a few, like, functional objects you can build with copper, but a lot of it's just decorative right now. And yeah, I don't have a lot of that. Okay, I haven't used any of the decorative stuff. I think the only thing I can really think of doing at this point is, like, lightning rods, just for the sake of protecting my villagers from becoming witches. Because that would be very unfortunate if it happened. Short Enderman in Smash is very cursed. Oh, wait, yeah, Enderman's a playable character, so it has to be, like, the same height as everyone else. I haven't played Smash in a long time. So I hadn't actually thought about the fact that, yeah, Enderman was one of the playable characters, right? It's like, it's Steve, Alex, Zombie, and Enderman, right? Never thought about that before just now. That it would just be like an Enderman that has to be the same height with the same hitbox as the rest of the other players that are all the same, like, size. Very interesting. Getting charged creepers to get wither skulls with lightning rod. Yeah, that's a thing you can do now. Didn't even think about that. Still, on the world I'm on, I just need to find the Nether Fortress. Everyone talks about being there, but I never ask about it. I'm like, all right, I just need to ask, like, all right, if I go through the Nether portal into the Nether hub, where do I go? Charge creepers killing a wither skeleton always drops a wither skull. Yeah, because charge creepers blowing any mob up drops a skull. Like, that was kind of the whole, like, that's the big, like, draw, I guess, of, like, charged creepers and why people had farms for them and stuff. The biggest thing then is just, like, building it, you know. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Shining Umbreon. Thank you again for the raid. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And, yeah, have a great rest of your stream. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, hope to see you again soon. I need to tune into one of your streams again soon. Yeah, so like that's the best way to get wither skulls, but just in general, like wither farms. Wither skeleton farms are another thing. I think that's something we probably need on our server soon. I think we're kind of at the point where like beacons are starting to go up everywhere. So like people are just gonna need more and more withers. So I feel like a wither skeleton farm is probably on the agenda to have done. I'm getting a wither rose. It's gonna be important. I think wither roses are important because I think they help clear out like skeletons, like normal skeletons that spawn in farms, if I'm not mistaken. Alright guys, so I'm thinking we're gonna go for probably about another half hour or so, or until we find the shiny. Whichever happens first. That's my thought for now. You're back. Welcome back, Guff. Hope you're able to find the tutorial you needed. Yeah, this actually works pretty well. You know what to do? Awesome. Oh, was it a tutorial for like getting through a part of Let's Go? I guess that's a good question. How far are you in Let's Go now? Rocking the boots only strat? You just need it for the falling. That's really the biggest thing. For me, like, the main reason I have boots, like, the main reason I have any armor is to have boots for preventing falling and stuff. The only other stuff I can really think of that I really like having boots for is stuff like Aqua Affinity and Respiration. Or not boots, but armor in general is like Aqua Affinity and Respiration. At that point, go ahead and throw, like, proper protections on them. Just get pants, and then get Elytra. And the only reason I'll make netherite chest pieces for the achievement, or for the advancement, as they call them. The advancement of just, like, having all netherite armor. About halfway, nice! Nice. You like armor for when you get mad at a villager in front of the Iron Golem? No, you just gotta get it so the game doesn't think you did the damage. Then you're all set. Thought copper would be good for building, but it's pretty expensive because you need all the copper, then the coal to smelt it, and then the honey to keep it the way you want. Yeah. Yeah, it can take a bit. It can indeed take a bit. Or you just go around with an axe and, like, clean it off every once in a while. Yeah, so like copper takes a good chunk of effort to use as a building material. It can be worth it at points, but yeah. A feature you had no idea about, yeah. Yeah, like it's really cool, and I love the fact that you can basically have like a build that weathers over time. Copper armor needs to exist? That'd be really interesting. That'd be a very interesting idea. Has good defense but increased chance of being hit by lightning. Ooh, that's a very interesting concept. Or I was almost thinking like it does really well, but like you can't wax it and like it tarnishes and patinas over time and then gets weaker. Or something like that. Like you can still clean it up, but like you have to like maintain it or something. Or you could wax it. I don't know. It'd be very interesting. It'd be very interesting to see like how much of like copper's mechanics would you pull into it. Your armor now conducts redstone. Redstone signals through it. So I feel like I've never been struck by light. I'm gonna immediately be struck by lightning now next time I play Minecraft. When I say this, but I've never been like struck by lightning before. It's struck close to me, but it's never like struck me. Just use copper and armor in battle, then rush and have lightning strike a group of enemies. Isn't that kind of the point of like channeling on a trident, though? I feel like that's just extra steps to channeling. Pretty sure lightning doesn't one-shot. I feel like it would only one-shot if it hit you directly. But I'm not super sure about that, because I mean, most of the time you hear about lightning striking, it's striking other like mobs that generally have mechanics when they get hit. Creepers become charged creepers. You know, skeleton horses explode into their skeleton jockeys. Villagers become witches, which is kind of unfortunate that they become witches because like it's irreversible. It effectively kills them because you're just gonna kill the witch. You're not gonna. You're not gonna recover them like you would a zombie villager. Does 10 to 12 damage. That's not bad. Yeah, not hearts, yeah. Just like 10 to 12 damage. Doesn't a crit axe do like 17 damage? I don't actually know how much this stuff does. I don't know the actual numbers. I just use them and eventually they work. That's my general strategy with a lot of stuff. Outside, I care more about the probability of things happening than I care about like stats related to various combat things. I guess that's kind of a description and an explanation for the way I play games. Is like I care way more about probability type things than I care about like stats in combat and min-maxing and things like that. Just gonna be haunted by this like door sound. I think this is the highest catch combo I've ever had. You know, because like, there's no point to go this high usually. I think this is the highest I've ever built a combo. It's like 48, 49 or something. Well, had to double check there. Do you think Bedrock has one more durability than Java? I didn't know that. I'm not surprised. Like, the discrepancies between Bedrock and Java Minecraft are very frustrating sometimes. Sometimes there's small things like that where it's like, however they coded it like to use less than one, or just like they coded it in certain ways where like things can either count from one or count from zero, like break on zero or still have durability on zero kind of thing. I'm assuming that's what it is effectively like if you have like durability stats of, for example, 1 to 64, or like 0 to 64, do you break when you hit 0, or do you break after 0? And like that could be the explanation of that difference. That's not the biggest of deals. Again, having parity between the versions would be great, but things like that aren't as big of a deal as like redstone mechanics being blatantly different between the games, or water mechanics, waterlogging stuff being different, or XP being different. Things like that are always really frustrating. When you want to like, look up a tutorial for something, you watch half of it and then realize, oh, it's a Bedrock tutorial. Or, oh, it's a Java tutorial. It is funny seeing, and I guess it makes sense at this point. I guess they kind of push Bedrock more than Java now. It's on more stuff. It's the more universal one, right? Like it's on PC as well as it's the one that's on consoles, and I believe on phones as well. I think phones play Bedrock. So it makes sense that more people are upset when a tutorial is a Java-specific tutorial than when it's a Bedrock-specific tutorial. But it is always very annoying when I find a Bedrock tutorial. I'm like, dang it, dang it! I play Java. And it is also funny seeing Java tutorials where people are just like, it would have been nice if I knew this didn't work in Bedrock. It says Java right in the title. All of your phones play Bedrock, so you have to use mobile because you don't have Bedrock on PC. Yeah, it stinks, but I get why. I get that Bedrock has been remade more efficiently than the core engine of Java Minecraft, but it does stink. Java's just better. Again, I wouldn't necessarily even say it's better. There are some things that work in Bedrock that just don't work flat out in Java. That is like, I wish they worked in Java. And again, Bedrock is honestly a more optimized game. It's a more optimized version of the game. And again, it plays on more platforms. So like, those things make sense. Those are big pluses to Bedrock over Java. But in your opinion, I mean, yeah, I'll play Java all day long. Because anything where it's like just a difference, it's not necessarily better or worse. I prefer the Java mechanics because I'm used to that. I'm going to always play Java. I own both. I do own Bedrock. I own Bedrock mostly so I could try out the RTX Minecraft because I thought that was kind of cool. Like, that's the only thing I bought it for. No idea how your friends play Minecraft on their phone. It's weird. It's weird. Granted, I did play Pocket Edition for a while. Like, that was how I initially got into Minecraft, was Pocket Edition. Or, like, I think it was before Pocket Edition was actually an official thing, and it was just, like, various, like, knockoff Minecraft games. Like, Blockcraft, or whatever the heck the name was for, like, the week they existed. Mineblock Lite. Stuff like that, you know? Those very, very blatant rip-offs from the early 2010s. Play Minecraft on mobile, you use your tablet. Yeah, I mean, like, I would play, if I played on mobile, I would definitely play on my iPad with, like, a keyboard and a mouse, assuming it supports that, because unfortunately, a lot of times games don't properly support that. Or, I mean, iPad OS itself doesn't really support mice in the way that I would want them to. It basically supports a mouse as, like, a fake finger, which doesn't work all the time. Remember playing the Minecraft PE beta, they changed it to Pocket Edition demo. Okay. Yeah, I forget what I played. Like, because again, this is something that has almost absolutely gotten a copyright, like, takedown at this point, like some kind of cease and desist from Mojang or from Microsoft at this point. You know, it was 10 years ago. It was 10 years ago that someone made, like, a free version of Minecraft. I think it was, those apps were out before Pocket Edition was an official version of the game, and you know, all that kind of stuff. You know, like, very very not legal. You know, from a development perspective, from a perspective of basically copying a game, like trademark infringement all over the place and that kind of stuff. Excuse me. They still have Minecraft ripoffs in the Play Store. Yeah, but I feel like it's a cycle of them, right? Like, they go up, they stay up, they're popular, they get taken down. I think that's kind of the cycle. So just over the past several years, you know. Kind of like Pokemon games on Roblox. Yeah, I mean, if you make a fan game and it's not popular at all, you make it and you put it on, ignoring Roblox even, like, if you just make a fan game of Pokemon, like, and just publish it, like, in the wild, and like, you say nothing about it outside of, like, a couple, like, dedicated Pokemon, like, small community discords. Like, if you made a ROM and only ever mentioned, or made, like, your own Pokemon game entirely, something along the lines of, like, Pokemon Uranium, where it's, like, not just a ROM hack, it's a fully new game, and you only ever mentioned it in, like, my Discord server, no one would hear about it. It would stay up forever. But if you do that, then some streamer finds it and plays it. Say I picked it up and played it and somehow had influence on, like, even I could pick it up and play it and there would probably be no notice from me. But say I played it and I got, like, a bigger streamer like Puffin or Chem to play it, and then you have, you know, even bigger people play it, and then you have a ton of people download it, then Pokemon Company goes after you. That's just how it works. So the same kind of thing happens, I feel, with Minecraft clones, right? Where it's like, you're gonna, if if it shows up on the App Store and it doesn't like blatantly have any kind of copyright stuff, it's like it gets away, and then they come in and go, hey, this is our thing. You know, they stole textures from us. Like, because the thing is, Minecraft doesn't have a lot to stand on in terms of like, they made a block-based game, a block-based sandbox game, like, so. But it's like when, hey, they used our textures for zombie, they used our zombie texture, they used our grass texture, they used our, like, dirt and stone and cobble textures and stuff, then you can start going after them, and they tend to do that. But yeah, also the same thing with Pokemon on Roblox. Like, Brick Bronze wasn't a big deal until Brick Bronze became profitable, and then Pokemon's like, nah, you can't do that. Because you can't do that. That's just blatantly an issue. Alright, we're gonna go for 5 more minutes here. You need to charge your Switch so you can get Wooloo or Reshiram. Yeah, man, you gotta get some success with a hunt sometimes, soon, gamers. I feel like you've had so many of these hunts going on for a while, so like I feel like you deserve to finally find one of the shinies. So I really wish you the best of luck with that. I get all your SOS hunts in under 200, so you think you have some luck. That's fair. That's fair. We need luck in other hunts, too. You gotta diversify the luck. Yeah, because eventually, all the bad luck in these other hunts offsets all the luck that you've had in SOS. Only one of your 7 SOS hunts has been over 200. That is pretty impressive, though. To have all of those ones be that far under odds. So you've not been speaking, you're focused. Hey, no, that's totally fine. No need to apologize for that. Focus, enjoy your game, have fun with it. One of them even being 36 SOS. That's awesome. That's actually really cool. Congrats on that. I have to double check the Nidorinos and Nidorinos as well as like the Nidorans, since they just become the color of another non-shiny. It's clever, it works well, I like it, but it's frustrating. Isn't that like close to full odds? Yes, that is actually, well, yes. I want to say, I think like you're barely starting to boost odds there, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Apparently there are differences between Yusum's odds with SOS and Sun and Moon's odds with SOS, or there was just confusion at some point about what they were. Whatever it is, you found it incredibly quickly. There's no point where it's ever close to 1 in 36. Isn't increased odds at like 70? I think, yes. I think the thing is, I'm not sure if it's at 70 is like just 100% of the odds increase right then and there, or if it's at like 30, it starts going up a little bit until you get to 70. I forget what it actually works out at. Yeah, max odds is at 70. Yeah, so whether or not it was full odds comes down to like how that part of it functions, but no matter what, you are fairly close to full odds if you're only like 1 or 2 over at that point. Time to go to Cerebi. The thing is, people criticize Cerebi on those odds. according to a lot of people, Cerebee's odds for that aren't actually super duper accurate. Who knows? I don't know. I use Cerebee for finding out where Pokemon spawn. That's most of what I look up online is where to find items and like where to find Pokemon. Everything outside of that, I kind of just like go with what the general consensus is from like everyone. Alright guys, we're going to do 2 more encounters here. 2 more encounters for the day. And I will plan on doing a stream sometime this weekend. I'm not sure what the schedule will be for that. This weekend and next weekend are going to be a little bit hectic. So I'm not quite sure. Cerebee I think is outdated when it comes to SOS odds. It's a thing of Cerebee put in information from the very start. They put in a lot of the information that like immediately came out from data mining and from people experimenting with it, and then they left it. And I think more data mines happened and different odds came out, but Cerebee like refused to update or something. I don't know. There was some controversy around it. I don't know. Again, I don't really use Bulbapedia or Cerebee or anything for how data mined mechanics work. You know, look at all the confusion around a lot of the Gen 8 mechanics, you know. It is what it is. You just know that, like, doing this increases your odds. Who knows what the exact number is and where it happens, you know. That's whatever. Well, they used to think the odds were, yeah. And the thing is, like, I don't know if it's what they used to think the odds were or what the odds are in Sun and Moon, and then they got changed in New Some, or I don't know. I don't know. I always ran with what they used to be. But alright, guys, we're gonna do... Yeah, we're going to do one more run into the Pokemon Center here, and then we will call it for the day. It's been a good stream. It's been a, what, 2.5 hour stream? Yeah. Good number of encounters. Wow, we really haven't seen Krabby. I'm going until we get a Krabby spawn. I'm surprised we haven't gotten Krabby spawns. Come on, Krabby. Really? Wow. What the heck? Why are there suddenly no Krabbies? There we go. There are the Krabbies. But alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Thank you to everyone that liked, everyone that subscribed. A big thank you to Shining Umbreon for the raid. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so today was fun. It was a good chill Let's Go stream. No shinies found, but we do have our catch combo built up for coming right back to Krabby here soon. Hopefully there's no issues with my cartridge DCing like it apparently did before. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I will be back on again either tomorrow or Sunday. I am not quite sure yet. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you all again next time. And until then, take care.